Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Assassin's Creed Shadows and checking out the absolute best weapons you can get for Naoe, our badass ninja heroine out for revenge. Now, she's already got a killer toolkit with her grappling hook and trusty kunai, but when it comes to main weapons, there are three heavy hitters you'll definitely want to know about: the katana, the tanto, and the kusarigama. The katana is your go-to for stylish, clean combat, while the tanto's perfect for up-close stealth kills. But the kusarigama? That thing is wild. It's basically a sickle on a chain, and it lets you get super creative, and a little terrifying, with your takedowns. So how do you get your hands on the best versions of these weapons? You're gonna want to storm some castles, explore ancient kofuns, and definitely keep an eye on those side quests with high-ranking targets. That's where the real treasures hide. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Legendary gear actually scales with you, so grabbing these weapons later in the game could give you a serious edge. Stick around, because we're breaking down which of these weapons truly shine and which ones turn Naoe into an unstoppable force. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching! If you're exploring the Tamba region in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and you're the type who loves a good side adventure, you might want to make a stop at the Chasariyama Kofun. These Kofuns are basically bite-sized tomb raiding experiences scattered throughout the game, and honestly, they're a blast. Hidden in this one is the Scarlet Fate Tanto, a sleek little blade with a pretty neat trick up its sleeve. Now, is the Scarlet Fate the best Tanto you can get your hands on? Not really, but don't write it off just yet. What makes this weapon stand out is its increased impact with all attacks skill. That means every slash, stab, and combo you land hits just a bit harder, enough to knock enemies off balance and even make a dent in tougher, armored foes. It's the kind of weapon that might not look like much at first glance, but when things get dicey, it absolutely pulls its weight. If you're playing as Naoe, and you like quick, aggressive combat with an edge, literally, the Scarlet Fate is definitely worth picking up early on. It may not carry you through the endgame, but for those mid-game brawls and stealthy takedowns, it's a solid companion. Plus, let's be honest, finding it is half the fun. Exploring ancient tombs and stumbling across hidden blades, that's peak Assassin's Creed. If you're looking to maximize Naoe's potential in Assassin's Creed Shadows, then you seriously need to check out the Artist's Tier Tanto. This little blade might be small, but don't let its size fool you. It's lightning fast and deadly efficient. Found in the Harima region, specifically inside the Takagi Otsuka Fort, this weapon is all about speed and momentum. Forts in this game work kinda like mini dungeons. You'll need to take out a set number of daisho enemies to unlock the legendary chest hiding your prize. Now, what makes the Artist's Tier really shine is its unique skill. Plus 6% damage with consecutive hits. That's right, as long as you keep your combo going, this thing just hits harder and harder. Since Tantos are already the fastest weapons available to Naoe and Yasuke, that bonus damage stacks up fast when you're slicing through enemies without missing a beat. It rewards aggressive, fluid play, which fits Naoe's whole vibe perfectly. So if you're the kind of player who loves staying on the move, chaining hits, and dancing through battles like a silent whirlwind, the Artist's Tier might be your new best friend. It's one of the best weapon picks for Naoe, not just for its stats, but for how well it matches her fast-paced, agile combat style. Make sure to clear out Takagi Otsuka Fort early. You won't want to miss this one. If you're looking to slice through enemies like a shadow in the night, then Yami no Kage might just become your new favorite katana in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Found deep within Hirayama Fort in the Harima region, this sleek blade isn't just about style, it packs a serious punch. Katanas are Naoe's specialty, and this one in particular strikes a perfect balance between speed and power, making it ideal for chaining together quick, devastating combos. And let's be honest, cutting down foes with precision and grace feels incredibly satisfying. But here's where Yami no Kage really shines. Ever notice that white glint on enemies right before they strike? That's your moment. Deflect that incoming attack with the right timing, and you can follow it up with a counter. Now the magic part. Thanks to Yami no Kage's skill, that counter deals a whopping 100% damage back to the attacker. That's not a typo. Land it right, and you're doubling the pain, all while looking like an absolute pro. It's one of those weapons that rewards skillful play. And once you get into the rhythm, it feels like you're dancing through combat. So if you're playing as Naoe and want a blade that rewards timing and aggression, Yami no Kage is a must-grab. It turns every deflect into an opportunity to punish your enemies with style. Plus, hunting it down in Hirayama Fort is a great excuse to explore more of Harima and test your stealth skills. Just make sure you're ready to earn it. It's not going to come easy, but once it's in your hands, you'll wonder how you ever fought without it. Alright, let's talk about one of the coolest weapons you can get your hands on for Naoe in Assassin's Creed Shadows. The Mass Death Katana. First of all, what a name, right? Mass Death sounds like something that would just wipe out enemies in one slice, or maybe even be a massive scythe or something supernatural. But no, it's a katana. Sleek, deadly, and stylish, just like Naoe herself. It's located in the Shimagahara Valley over in the Iga region, so make sure to explore that area thoroughly if you're hunting it down. Now, what makes this weapon truly shine is its skill. Posture attack remains charged after dodge. If you've played any of the recent AC games, you know how annoying it can be to perfectly charge up a posture-breaking attack, only to have to dodge last second, and boom, you lose the charge. Super frustrating, especially in tense one-on-one duels. But with this katana, that problem is gone. You dodge, the charge stays. That might sound small, but in practice, it's a game changer, especially if you're playing Naoe aggressively and weaving in and out of combat. So if you're someone who loves to get in close, strike fast, and keep that momentum going, this is absolutely one of the best weapons you can give to Naoe. It rewards smart positioning and timing, and gives you way more flexibility during intense fights. Plus, let's be honest, the name alone makes it worth adding to your arsenal. Definitely keep this one on your radar when gearing up in the Iga region. Alright, let's talk about one of the coolest weapons you can get your hands on as Naoe in Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Death Whisperer Kusarigama. This thing doesn't just sound deadly, it is deadly. Technically speaking, it falls under the Scythe adjacent category, and it's easily one of the most unique weapons in the game. Sure, Kusarigamas are a bit slower compared to Naoe's other tools of destruction, but that's part of the charm. You're swinging a sickle attached to a weighted chain. Momentum matters, and when you get it going, the results are brutal. What really makes the Death Whisperer stand out is its special skill. It gives you a whopping plus 200% damage when you make enemies collide into each other. Yeah, you heard that right. Toss one unlucky soul into another and boom, massive damage. It's perfect for chaotic brawls where you're surrounded and need to thin the crowd fast. Once you get the rhythm down with this thing, it's not just effective, it's downright stylish. Watching enemies get flung like ragdolls into each other never gets old. Now, you won't have to go on a wild goose chase to find this weapon either. The Death Whisperer is automatically unlocked during the main story mission, The Wounded. So as long as you're progressing through the game, you'll grab it naturally. And like other legendary weapons, you can head over to the Forge later and upgrade it to make it even more fearsome. If you're into crowd control and want to lean into Naoe's more vicious combat style, this Kusarigama is easily one of the best picks. If you're building Naoe for a bleed-focused or ninja-style setup in Assassin's Creed Shadows, then you're definitely going to want to check out the Bloodletter Kusarigama. This weapon lives up to its name in the most brutal way possible. What makes it special is its skill, Trigger Bleed on Entanglement. Basically, when you wrap enemies in those deadly chains during a combo, you're not just stopping them in their tracks, you're also causing them to bleed out slowly over time. It's one of those weapons that makes you feel like a true assassin. Quick, precise, and absolutely merciless. You'll find the Bloodletter in the EGA region, specifically at Kashiwara Fort. This area isn't just rich in lore. It's where Naoe herself hails from, so it makes total sense that some of the best ninja gear is hidden here. Whether you're still early in the game or you're deep into a late game build, the Iga region is a must-visit if you're looking to deck out Naoe with top-tier tools of the trade. Kashiwara Fort is packed with traps, enemies, and secrets, but the reward is definitely worth the trouble. Now, when it comes to status effects in Shadows, Bleed is easily one of the most effective. It chips away at your enemy's health without you having to do anything else, perfect for hit-and-run tactics or dealing with tougher opponents over time. Pair the Bloodletter with stealth-focused armor or perks that boost status effect duration, and you've got a deadly setup that'll make Naoe a nightmare in the shadows. This weapon isn't just good, It's stylish, thematic, and fits right into that lethal ninja fantasy. Alright, let's talk about one of the absolute top-tier weapons for Naoe in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Shinobi's Fury, the tanto you're definitely going to want in your arsenal. This little beast of a blade isn't just sleek and stylish, it's got a killer skill that makes it insanely effective, especially in the hands of a stealth master like Naoe. What makes it shine? Whenever you land a weak point attack, the enemy becomes vulnerable a second time. Yeah, that's right. Double the damage window, double the fun. You can snag Shinobi's Fury pretty early too, which is a huge win. All you have to do is complete the main story mission called the Golden Teppo. It's not tucked behind some tedious side quest or impossible challenge, it's just part of the journey. Once you've got it, the weapon's full potential won't immediately hit, but give it a few upgrades, and by the time you're in the level 30 to 40 range, it starts pulling serious weight. Think of it as an investment that pays off big time as you progress. What makes it especially perfect for Naoe is how it works with her playstyle. You know how enemies flash yellow when they're vulnerable? That's your moment. Normally you get one shot to take advantage of that, but with Shinobi's Fury, you get to hit that window again. So if you're chaining stealth attacks or breaking guard with precision, this tanto turns you into an unstoppable force in the shadows. If you're building a sneaky, efficient, and downright deadly Naoe, this is the blade to go for. Featherstorm is easily one of the flashiest and deadliest Kusarigama options you can get your hands on in Assassin's Creed Shadows, especially if you're leaning into that chaotic, multi-target combat style. You'll find it tucked away in the Kashiwabara Fortress, deep in the Omi region. It's not just about its sleek design. The real magic is in its ability. If you hit multiple enemies, it instantly charges your posture attacks. No holding, no waiting, just slash and go. That kind of passive boost makes it insanely good when you're surrounded. Now let's be honest, Naoe is built for stealth. She's the Shadows in Assassin's Creed Shadows after all. But things don't always go as planned. You try to sneak in, then boom! One guard spots you, the alarm goes off, and suddenly it's a whole party. That's when Featherstorm shines. The Kusarigama in general is built for controlling space and keeping enemies off balance, but Featherstorm turns it up to 11. If you're good at stringing combos together, this thing basically rewards you by supercharging your attacks in the middle of the chaos. So if you're the type of player who likes to start quiet but finish loud, this weapon is for you. It's the perfect backup plan for those stealth missions gone wrong. You get caught? Fine. Pull out Featherstorm and turn the mistake into a massacre. It's not just about damage, it's about style, speed, and sheer momentum. And once you get the rhythm down, it's like dancing through a battlefield, just, with a chain sickle. Alright, let's talk about one of the coolest weapons you can get your hands on in Assassin's Creed Shadows. If you're playing as Naoe, the Violet Knight Katana. This thing isn't just flashy with its striking purple design, it also packs a seriously deadly punch thanks to its poison-tipped blade. What makes it stand out is its special skill, trigger poison on deflect. That means if you time your deflects right, you're not just blocking, you're dishing out poison damage at the same time. It's basically turning defense into offense, and that's just chef's kiss. Now, poison in this game works kind of like bleed. It's a damage over time effect. So even if you just land one clean hit, especially after a deflect, you're watching that enemy slowly wither away while you're already dealing with the next threat. It's super satisfying to use against tougher enemies and bosses. Hit them once, back off, and let the poison do its thing. It adds this really strategic layer to combat, especially for players who love hit and run or stealthy playstyles. It's not just cool, it's tactical. But fair warning, getting your hands on the Violet Knight Katana isn't exactly a walk in the park. You'll need to head over to the Omi region and track down the Kawachi Kaza Ana cave. Once you're in, brace yourself, because you're going up against a Yuki Ana as part of the Yokai questline. It's one of the more intense and memorable quests in the game, so be ready for a challenge. But honestly, totally worth it. This blade isn't just a weapon, it's a game changer for Naoe mains. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.